PQ, got the pick. He was running around. You seemed like not joking around. You seemed genuinely pissed at him.
When he got the pick, I'm like, cool. And then when I thought he might have fumbled, what was going to transpire if he would have fumbled was probably from that point on, it was about to be 3 big plays, touchdown. They're back in the game. And I just was like, bro, you don't understand how serious that. And it was, dude, you juked 8 times. Just get down. Hello, guys. How are we doing? We are back here at Punchline Pod, presented by Snapback Sports. It's really been a while. It's really, truly been a while. I'm Marlon Humphrey. If you don't recognize the voice, maybe recognize the face. If you're just listening, maybe recognize the voice. This is Jack Settle, man. Jack, how are we doing?
We're doing great. We got a lot of catching up to do. Ooh. You had an interception. You clinched the 1 seed.
Oh, my goodness.
There's just been a lot going on. Happy holidays to everyone. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah to everyone. Happy Kwanzaa. And happy 1 seed. The Ravens are going to the playoffs, and it runs through M&T Bank Stadium. On this episode, we're going to recap the last couple games, look forward, and then we've got some special questions from some Ravens content creators who have been with us all season long. But first, Marlon, you've had a long time without giving your thoughts to the people. So what is on your mind today?
Honestly, what's on my mind, because I did talk about it once or twice today, and this, when I say this is going to sound weird, but it's not because I'm going to follow up, is kids. You know, if you really think about it, and I didn't really truly think about this until as of recently. And, you know, I'm not really throwing shots at my own, you know, my little son, but check it. We're reading a book. Well, we weren't really reading. It was a watch book, big book, you know, mainly pictures. And, you know, I pointed to some of the numbers and it pondered on me. He got one of the numbers wrong. You know, he just, you know. And then I thought to myself, it's crazy the development of a child. You truly, and obviously this is, you know, obviously, but you truly gotta like teach a kid stuff or they literally know nothing.
Yeah. Like,
it's almost like, you know, being that they can talk and, you know, they might, you know, be intelligent. They know this, they can say this, they know this, boom, boom, boom. They know car, their color, blah, 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 blah. But when it comes to as far as word, like written down, you know, they have to be taught. And obviously this sounds very obvious that a person that knows nothing has to be taught. But it honestly, it just surprised me. You know, and I was talking to some of the guys at work, you know, and I'm like, you know, like they would just be like, you know, you could really go on in daily life. You could be walking around. Like, think about this. If you can't really like read well, you could be walking and someone could hold up, I'm going to kill you. And you would just keep walking towards that way. Like you're just walking around seeing stuff and you just have, like it might look like Chinese. Something that says tomato, you're like, you're just walking around just completely just, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that on you?
The thing I always think about is you teach your kid your native language, but the kid could come out, like if you taught your son Chinese from day one, he'd be speaking Chinese. And it's just where you were born and what you grew up with.
Dude,
Is it too late to make his first language like French?
Oh, well, shoot, I do need to learn French myself. But shoot, man, what, you know, I became a teacher the past couple of days. Once I saw we had a couple struggles, I put on my teacher cap. I deleted some games off the iPad.
Really? Punished him. So
I kept about. All right, well, he kind of had a small problem. He had at least 40 games, which is just, that's a lot of apps. Yeah. That's just a lot of apps. So deleted about 34, 33, downloaded about 3, you know. So now we're doing more, you know, we're making iPad fun learn.
Self-development.
You know, I need a Beethoven. Now, I look back on my life. my child development.
Mm-hmm.
I had great parents, but I wish A's were the only thing acceptable. Now, we couldn't get D's and F's now. You know what I'm saying? I actually, I wasn't the smartest, But I'm saying, I need that, I want a 4.0 to be the standard. I was a big cheater. I'll admit that. So
really?
I never really put my best foot forward. But, I want that to be the standard. And I want a kid playing piano or something. If he went academic ride, I'd be like, woo.
So no football.
I mean, he can do what he wants, but that's on the back burner.
But don't you think it's what you push him towards? Or
my parents didn't really push us towards anything either, though. But I wish they would have forced school. I had a Korean friend. His parents made him just quit sports for school. Ended up going to Duke. Obviously, highly academic, blah, blah, blah. I said all that to say they forced that upon him. Now, I'm not going to make my child quit sports. But, you walk in this house with a C,
you lose a game.
Hey, no. That sport might have to go.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, I am going to be very that parent. So when you get home from school, already did my homework. Well, you already know the routine. We do our, I don't know, is 30 minutes good? 30 minutes seems like a good, 30 minutes. You get home, get to it. You might, mental health is key. Maybe get your little downtime, relax, clear the day. 30 minutes homework or work, read a book, do something. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do some catching up real quick. Christmas night in San Francisco, beat the 49ers. God. First interception on the season. Hey,
guys,
how'd that feel?
Guys, look. It took longer than expected.
A little bit.
It took longer than expected. A drop here and there. We went out to Christmas, man. And let me tell you, man, we had a back end of a season now. Shoot. Jacksonville, #1 seed in their whatever. Anyway, we had a back burner of schedule of games. And we went out there to San Francisco. Dude, let me tell you about San Francisco. I kind of didn't know how San Francisco was laid out, the city. It's kind of fire. All around like water. I didn't know Oakland's right there. Like we didn't really go in San Francisco because we were in
Santa Clara.
Yeah, Santa Clara, wherever we was at. Oh yeah, the stadium was super close.
Yeah.
To our hotel. First off, our hotel was fire. Very.
You get the VIP room again?
It wasn't VIP, but I was like the end unit, so I had a little small balcony. Anyway, the aesthetic of the room was just fire. It was like basically imagine a lot of unnecessary stuff, but it was just so sleeky. It's like if you lined up 10 apples, there's just one apple that had that super shiny, crisp with it was in a half container for no reason. And you were like, a lot of thought went into that apple. So it was kind of like that. That's basically, it was a really bad example. But long story short, I left San Francisco like I don't think I could live out here because it sounds like it's apparently kind of crazy with a lot of rules and stuff. Yeah. But I see why a lot of people want to say there's by the water, boom, 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 boom. Oakland's right there, water, boom, 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 yada, 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 yada. And also, bro, their stadium is fire.
It's so nice. It's our favorite stadium to go to.
Dude, when their players come out, they do like this last name things like, Fred, Warner. It's like, Nick, Bosa. But then I thought about mine. That wouldn't be Marlon, Humphrey. Like
no,
it just wouldn't.
That's not how it wouldn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't be cool.
It would be Marlon, Humphrey.
I just the two
you just did Bosa and Warner.
But Bosa.
Humphrey.
Well, really, Ward was the one that sounded fire. The one-liners, the bent, sounded fire.
Got it.
Like when Tre'Davious Ward came out, I was like, it was the first time I would say in my life, in my entire football career, besides maybe LSU, to where I actually thought if I was on offense, this might actually be an actual home field advantage just from the noise of the stadium.
Never in M&T.
But I guess I've always thought that would be on our side. It would be good for us.
Yeah.
It was like the first time I was at an away game. I'm like, crap. Like, if I was on offense, this might actually be like
Tough to communicate.
Communicate.
Got it.
And then they got a safety early, and I was like,
well, did they, or the ref got a safety?
I mean, the ref. Well, apparently that helped that curse thing.
Yes.
So it was the ref was working with God, So
where did you see that on Instagram? Kyle's like so online.
He helps me. He helps me stay young.
Yeah.
He helps me stay young. He always shows everybody the TikToks and the.
For those who don't know, what's the stipulation?
They score 17 points,
yes.
and then their quarterback gets hurt the next game.
Every team that played the Niners, they scored 7. The Niners scored 17, and then the quarterback got hurt.
Yeah. Every team, yeah.
And then you guys let up 19 because of the safety.
Shout out to that safety, baby.
The last thing from that game I want to ask you about, I watched the Ravens Wired stuff. Roquan was mic'd up for that game, but I noticed that in the video, like PQ got the pick, he was running around. You seemed like not joking around. You seemed genuinely pissed at him.
Dude.
What'd you say to him? You were like, sit down on the bench.
Okay, so like this is what happened. I don't even remember what the Wired is exactly. Yeah. First off, Roquan did not know he was mic'd up, apparently. That's what he said. So
what?
I mean, they do tell you. I'm sure he forgot. Maybe they didn't tell him. I don't know. Probably was just locked in.
Yeah.
Secondly, when he got the pick, I'm like, cool. And then when I thought he might have fumbled, what was going to transpire if he would have fumbled was probably from that point on, it was about to be 3 big plays, touchdown. They're back in the game. And I just was like, bro, you don't understand how serious that. And it was, dude, you juked 8 times. Just get down. You had a touchdown. If you just run around Trent Williams, you can't outrun Trent Williams. Yeah. And you had the edge. I was actually pissed. Like my celebration.
I noticed you were.
My celebration was actually over because I'm like Harbs. Dude, what's up? Like, because I need to calm these guys down right now. We're all hype and stuff. Everyone's happy. I ain't happy. And I'm like, ref, we got the ball. He's like, yeah, they just confirmed it. I'm like, all right, let me go still tell him. And then everyone's going crazy. And this was still in the third quarter, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm like, guys, like we gotta still play a lot more football. Like this is not over. So it's like, hey guys, calm down. Like, get some oxygen, PQ. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because the offense probably scored 2 plays later. The next play, and you're back on the field.
Yeah, I'm right back on the field. I'm like, guys, calm down.
You're truly a vet.
Yeah, you're a veteran leader.
Dude, I just know when you make a play, you get hype, and then you need to calm down. Yeah. You can't just, And the next thing you know, you on the oxygen mask, and then you can't play, and then the touchdown we just led to, they just go,
So, a lot of defensive plays over the last 2 weeks. Have you done the celebration that you teased?
I did a 3-person celebration when, I don't know who made this turnover. Me, Urban, Malik were the only 3 that did it.
That's what I thought.
I don't understand.
We got to get
why
better
our chemistry is bad. Everyone's trying to do their own thing. Everyone gets too hype. I keep telling them, like, let's practice it during the week. The only person that practiced with me was Herb. And in the game, it was Herb and Malik. So
you need the team.
So we're working on that. We're still working on that. That's still working.
Last thing was actually, what was it like hitting Deebo? And did you think you were going to take him down?
So I saw Deebo one offseason at the Super Bowl when he wasn't playing in the Super Bowl, obviously. Yeah. I kid you not, the dude looked about 250. Like, dude's big. Dude's big. Now, he obviously slims up for the season. But still, dude's heavy.
This was at the Diggs basketball game, right? Or it was somewhere else? Because he
looked
big, like
he was big
chunky, right?
Wait, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was big then too. Yeah. But obviously, it's Deebo. His name's literally Deebo. So like, I honestly thought I was almost going to hit him really before the ball got there. And so then when I just got there, I really did think I was just going to boom. And I did do that.
You did hit him.
He felt me. He felt me.
Yeah. He went backwards. Like if your team was swarming, it was you actually
literally
pushed him backwards.
Christian McCaffrey didn't block me after, or someone blocked me, I still could have maybe tackled him. Yeah. But no, dude is strong. That I'm not gonna lie, that 49ers game, I was sore. I was definitely sore. Everybody was that was a physical game.
Yeah.
That was a physical team.
Did you see that the clip went viral of you not respecting the Niners?
Yeah, I did. So someone said something to me, and I was like, wait, what are you talking about? They're like, did you not say that? I was like, did I not say, what do you mean? And like, then I realized, I was like,
they literally
I kind of forget what the crap I said.
No, but they literally just clipped it and stopped it. Like you were joking, and then they fully ran with it.
I mean,
what was there to respect?
I'm podcasts get you caught up, man. I tell you what, man, you gotta be. Come on the Punchline Pod, man. I'll tell you what, man.
So you played on
But no. Actually, I thought it was a fake quote because a fake quote did come out one time about me talking about Hollywood. Yeah, he's not a guy you game plan for at all. Like he's some. And I'm like
taken out of context, or they actually made.
I never said that. I literally never said that. So Mark Andrews came up to me. He's like, I told you that podcast is going to get you in trouble. I'm like, what? And then Pat Ricard's like, damn, you don't respect Hollywood? I'm like, what are y'all? Like, where did this come from?
It's funny you say that because
something, dude. That's the best part about it's the best and the worst part about social media and just media in general. It's kind of funny when people get caught up
but some people
butt crack sports.
They can't tell.
Butt crack sports, and it'll be like Sports Center, Sports 2 R's or something.
Adam Schefter.
Yeah, it's
so Spencer Schultz, who's a Ravens guy, he tweeted, heard that OBJ has rented out a massive yacht known as the Spirit of Baltimore and will be taking the Ravens offensive players on it during some downtime before the playoffs. And this is him photoshopping it. Right, like making fun of when Odell was on the boat during the time in between the playoffs. The yacht will be shared with Lyndon Johnson Middle School's winter ball, as well as Conference of Chef Boyardee chefs. Whatever, like making fun of it. It's got 4 million views because everyone thinks it's serious. So I already know that people are literally going to be like, they actually think that he rented out some mid yacht in the Baltimore harbor.
To my Baltimore people, the harbor is supposed to be swimmable this year, I believe.
Don't get in that water.
The harbor, when we win,
but the parade,
if we get to that Super Bowl, that parade, we are getting in that water. I don't care if it's cold. The warmest day of the parade will probably, I don't know, parade for a week, whatever. 3 games. If we go to those 3, boom, boom, boom.
You got to win the third one.
Party
to get
in the pool.
harbor. Okay. What'd you get for Christmas?
I got a robe from Roe. I've shortly realized a lot of people call me Marlo.
Yeah.
I never really thought about that, but a lot of people call me Marlo. So Marlo was on the back of my robe.
Got it.
Thank you, Roe. My lady got me a watch winder.
That's what you wanted.
That is what I told her to get me. I did tell her to get me that. My sister got me a silk pajama set. I also asked for that.
I got to see that one. Is that a game day fit or that?
No. There's a little sleepwear.
Why not pull up in the silk pajamas?
Sleepwear, you know what I mean? Something nice. And
your son got 40 apps deleted.
And he got 40 apps deleted.
What'd you get for people? Anything cool?
We did Secret Santa type thing. So I got my coach I picked my coach and I got him some what is that dude's name? Is it Travis? Travis Scott black Jordan 1s.
Nice.
Wait, you don't.
Nothing.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Do you do gifts?
Yeah. 8 days of gifts.
8 days of gifts.
Yeah.
What was your best gift? Is it a gift thing?
We don't really do gifts anymore at this age, unfortunately. What would you have got me for Christmas?
You seem like a man that needs a nice wallet.
No,
more not a wallet. Something that deals with traveling. Maybe a nice little man bag.
I like that.
Maybe a nice man bag travel. Maybe a his, hers. Something travel-y. Something like that. Like a little notebook. You know what I'm saying? Travel.
Yeah.
You feel?
We're on the road a lot.
Yeah.
We're on the road.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, maybe next year.
Leather. Nah, alligator skin.
Alligator skin?
Yeah, elk.
Elk skin.
Something like that. Maybe chinchilla fur.
Some live animal skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
All right.
elegant, though.
Hey, 2024 Christmas. Going to be a movie.
Hanukkah.
Well, I would love to get my first Christmas present ever.
Crap.
Next year or later this year. You also played on New Year's Eve. Lamar Jackson MVP performance. Are we locked in on that?
Is he MVP, though? Or should I get it?
Elaborate.
I had a pick,
Not in that game.
but I had a pick.
That's true.
I did have a pick.
Yes.
I had a interception. So
And you've thrown none.
thrown 0. Probably missed more games than I've played. and third.
Yeah, make your case for Marlon Humphrey MVP.
Let's see here. Let's go here. Yeah, I'm struggling here.
Yeah.
I'm struggling here. I was
Zero interceptions.
I was
Zero fumbles.
0 thrown interceptions, 0 fumbles.
Zero incompletions.
Calmed my teammates down on the sideline one time,
Facts.
and
A lot of good IG lives.
a lot of good. I kept the people.
Informed all season
Dude,
long.
like honestly, I don't know when I started doing that. I just randomly did that one game. And now, like, people kind of get mad at me
If you don't do
if I don't do it in a certain amount of time.
it? Well, yeah, because you're keeping the people up late.
But it's like, dude, I didn't really. It is kind of shown me this year of like some people really kind of enjoy that.
They
I'm
love
one of
it.
those people. I was up till 2 a.m. after the San Fran game waiting.
People are hyped. They're juiced up.
But it's like, dude, I'm waiting for us to get on the plane too.
Yeah, there's nothing
Like,
you can do.
they're like, bro, they're like, Mr. Humphrey, I'm disappointed in you. I looked at my DMs one time. I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, because did you miss one?
No, I didn't.
You
Did it?
didn't
Like,
at all?
but it was like, it'd be like,
No, you did miss one this year. Would you? LA.
Arizona. Oh.
Arizona or LA? Arizona, I think. LA?
Or LA Chargers.
I think it was LA.
oh, because
Yeah.
there was nobody on the
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah, because of the bye and vacation.
yeah.
I mean, when we don't post one of these podcasts, it's the same thing. It's like, where's the pod? I thought, where's the pod?
yeah.
The
So
pod's here. The pod's
hey,
here.
look, man, the lives be coming, but shoot, man, I
So
don't.
what
know.
are you gonna do?
What
Would
be-
you ever go locker room live?
Ooh,
Because
them boys did go locker room live
because
the other day.
there's no more away games this year.
Dude, I didn't really think about how clutch it is getting the first round bye. You're at home the whole time.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the differences between 19 and 23. We're not there yet, but Lamar Jackson MVP, Marlon probably comes second.
Yeah, I'll take second. I'll take second.
We'll give you second.
But Lamar Jackson MVP, I mean, just look at it, man. Tyreek Hill was trying to go for 2K, and
He's
then
not there.
and then he, he just did 17. Like-
Kind of weak.
Like, I mean, like probably top 5 greatest ever, but it ain't the greatest ever. You know what I mean? Like you might go for 18, you might go for 19, but was it 2K?
Mm-mm.
It was close. And you're kind of Himothy, but you're not the Himithiest this year. Maybe next year.
Maybe next.
So Lamar Jackson MVP, man, he can throw it. He can run it. He can turn lefty, fake throw left, put it in his right hand, and throw it righty. Come on, man. 2 MVPs. That's my quarterback. That's an M.
What'd you think of Roquan's interception?
That I'm gonna
That's
be honest.
kinda
with you,
nice,
That
right?
kind of surprised, I think, everybody. Because Rowe he has dropped. He probably should have about 4 interceptions on the year, and he just beat him up, ball. Everyone that surprised everybody. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll say that. That surprised everybody. We had this random. So we do like a walkthrough the day before the game, and like throw routes on airs, like don't let the wide receivers catch the ball, and usually people are pretty much talking like, fairly loud on the sideline, so it's like never quiet. For some reason, Roquan's in coverage, throw the ball up. For some reason, it was so weird. Everybody just got dead silent when the ball was up and Rowe's about to catch it. It's like noise. This is like Rowe goes up and just and everyone just busts out laughing. So it's like not that he has bad hands. He just is such an aggressive player. He just be
And then to go and make a one-handed
and then
grab.
gonna make a one hand and had everybody like
Yeah, that was nice.
wow.
That was very nice. I didn't put this, but someone else on the team said, did it feel like getting an A on the group project?
No,
Like-
I didn't. You said that. I wasn't saying
Oh, you said that?
I said that.
Oh, when did you say that?
I was after the game. Yeah, because I did play about 8 plays before I, had a little caffey. But I was like, hey, we won, number 1. I'm like, I was like,
you were changed so
that's
quickly.
that's like the guy that, you got the project and like, okay, so what part are you gonna do? It's like, I'm gonna do the intros. Like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna do the middle. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna do the end. What are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna sign it at the end. I'm just put everybody's name. So like that's how I felt. But what the shirt said,
it's a lock or something.
it's a lot,
like that.
which was pretty lame.
It's a lock?
Yeah,
It's a
I
lock.
thought they could have came with a better little catchy slogan.
Wait, you're telling me the Ravens had money line?
It's a lot.
Lock.
Mortgage on. No, so like one year was like the North is not enough.
Yeah.
Or like it's a lock just seemed lame.
Yeah. Kings of the North. I
Kings
think.
of the North was
that was
cool.
fire. And Game of Thrones was popping.
Yeah, it's like it's a lock. It's like
I don't actually, M&T
I think it
Bank?
was play on the words of flock. I really have no idea.
It's a lock.
I have no idea what it just wasn't cool.
We'll have fire for the playoffs, I'm sure.
It just wasn't like cool at all. I'm like, dude, come on. Whoever, came up with that. I also did not know they brought those shirts to San Francisco.
Why?
The equipment. Because I guess there was a chance we could have.
Cleveland. Oh, if Cleveland had lost.
I just
they
didn't.
get-
It's kind of crazy. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, if Cleveland had lost.
I guess they made shirts for Ravens, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland probably had theirs. It's just it's
They didn't-
interesting.
they didn't
It's
make-
interesting what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah,
And then
the
the shirts that they make, I don't know where the crap they go, but
They get sent to like other
do they actually
countries.
get sent to
people.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's the meme. The meme is you lose
I
the
mean,
Super Bowl. It's
you
like
can't really sell them. You can't really. Could you give them? You could give them away.
Yeah.
What?
All right.
It's a lock.
Oh, let me take that back because I'm seeing the Lions have the same thing. So maybe it's a NFL
like locked
wide
into
Oh,
thing.
the
playoffs.
Lions have it's a lock. Oh, that's lame. Okay, now that's really
Yeah,
lame.
so we'll have a different playoff slogan. We'll see what it is. Let's pause real quick to recognize our sponsor, SeatGeek. This podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. And boy, do I have an opportunity of a lifetime for you. The Ravens are going to the playoffs. So you can get your playoff tickets on SeatGeek, and we're giving you $20 off your first order with code Punchline. One word, Punchline. If you're not a Ravens fan, you just love Marlon, so you're listening to this podcast, and you're like, oh, I'd like to go to some playoff games. If your team's in the playoffs, hit the playoffs, use the code Punchline. And you know what's extra, extra fun? If and when the Ravens win the divisional round, because they're the 1 seed, the next round will also be in Baltimore. So get your tickets on SeatGeek, code Punchline. How did it feel to get the 1 seed?
Not the greatest. Only because I really wanted to play in the game.
Yeah.
But once I got, and at first I was pretty pissy. I was pretty pissy.
Oh, you were being a drama queen?
Yeah, I was honestly about to leave the game. But, as I sat there pondering, soaping, trying to, not,
Yeah.
I was away from people, so nobody, it's not like I was in the middle of the bench, talk to me. One of the guys leaned over and said, hey, man, nothing can be bad, man, because God created it. I said, amen, brother. I needed that. Nothing can be bad because God created the good and the bad. And if it's created by God, it can't be bad. I was sitting there like, you right. I'm finna take this up and go back in.
And the trainer was like, no, you're not.
Well, I did try to tape it up, and then, frick, I still.
Why were you on kick block? Are you normally?
Yeah, I know. I actually asked to be on that. My special teams coach was like, dude, you're not.
Yeah.
You're never,
Yeah.
So anyway, after I got over that, then it was slightly more enjoyable. And it felt good, but like they say, man, it's a lock.
It's a lock. The Ravens are in. Got 17 days off.
Ravens in,
Fortunately,
49ers in.
EDC doesn't seem to listen to you. I don't think Harbs does. But if they did, what would your preference have been with playing on Saturday? Not necessarily you specifically, but the team in general, I guess Lamar and the offense, and coming off 19 where the team was rested.
I don't want Pittsburgh to
get in the playoffs.
Yeah. We were in the same scenario, actually.
I know. And this is why it's such a prevalent conversation, because of what happened in 19, rest of the starters. So everyone has PTSD. They're like, oh, you got to play them this time around. You don't want to get rusty. Do you feel that way?
I just don't want Pittsburgh to win. And in 2019, Pittsburgh had to win as well, but the team that they needed to lose won. So by halftime, they already knew. I only know that because I remember talking to Juju, and he was like, yeah, we didn't make it anyway. I was like, well, I'm still trying to.
I mean, that's still the case for.
Yeah, that is still the case. So
they won't know, though, this time around because they're playing on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know I want to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So, all right, then let me ask you, because there's another conversation about whether the Ravens should intentionally lose the game for a couple different reasons. You've got beat Pittsburgh, knock them out of the playoffs, knock your divisional rival, turn them out of the playoffs. On the other hand, you could, if Pittsburgh wins and Buffalo loses, Buffalo's looked pretty good the last couple months, you could knock them out by allowing Pittsburgh to win. And even if Buffalo wins, Pittsburgh wins, they get a worse draft pick.
This is too much for me. Oh, that is...
So no one in the locker room is thinking about losing the game on purpose.
No, I maybe Kyle will show me a TikTok that you're talking about with these scenarios, but I don't.
If Buffalo loses and the Ravens beat Pittsburgh, Buffalo's a 7. If they beat the 2, you guys would pay Buffalo. This is just, look, we got a lot of free time, so you gotta discuss all these things.
I want to beat the daggone Pittsburgh. I just, I was like, and I got gamed last time we played them, so I really wanted to. Yeah, I just want to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, well, you guys have been amazing this season. We wanted to do a little segment where we pay homage to all the Ravens content creators out there this season. They've been, following the team, posting a bunch of content. It's been awesome to follow. We have some questions that we've prepared from some of those guys. They all got to ask you a question. The first question's from Jake. His question is, what is the origin of what's coffee going to do for a guy like me? And how much enjoyment did you get out of tweeting it like every few months?
I'm a man. And I think coffee is not for men. You know what I mean?
I don't drink it.
I do see a lot of my coaches drink coffee. They're excluded from that conversation. But anyone else, look, when you get that cup, you hear it, bubble it into the little cup. You grab that cup, it's warm, as it's right there on, you feel it in your palm. And then you just go, you put whatever cream, sugar, whatever you put in there, maybe a little Baileys, whatever you do. And then do you ever just think to yourself before you take that sip, am I a man? And if I think you think about that, you'll probably pour that coffee out.
Why is it not manly?
You need a stimulant to... I wake up in the morning, put 2 feet on the floor, and I'm ready to go. Let's ride. Let's freaking go. You think our ancestors were drinking coffee?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, stand corrected. Well, kind of messed up my speech. You were supposed to go with me there. You were supposed to go with me there. Yeah. You think our ancestors drank coffee?
No.
No shot.
No shot.
They woke up, said, baby, if I'm not back tonight, well, we're not eating. Clearly, if I'm not back tonight with supper, we're cooked. We're in trouble.
All right. Well, there's the origin for you, Jake. Next question from Hoodie Ramey. He said, growing up in Alabama your whole life, what was it like adjusting to a city like Baltimore after being drafted? And why do you think you fit in with the city so well? And as I was driving over, I was like, damn, you actually have been here for a pretty long time now.
I'm being honest here. The adjustment was, y'all are just mean.
Mean?
It was the first thing I noticed.
That what?
People are mean here.
Why are they mean?
I got cussed out by my Uber driver. Basically got told I was a bum at Phillips. For some reason, I went to Phillips, one of the first places I went to go eat. here in the harbor.
Like right after being drafted?
No, I got drafted, and then I came up here for the little draft. I had to come up here to go to the facility or whatever, and then I went back. Then when I came back, cussed up a Uber driver. I got called a bum by the waiter at. Okay, I didn't exactly get called a bum, but I basically did get called a bum.
What did you say?
As a waiter at Phillips because I guess she thought we were fake saying we played for the Ravens. Tim Williams was trying to holler at her or something like that. I held a door open for somebody and she got pissed. I was like, so what the frick is going on? But you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? So like that was the biggest adjustment was, I mean, it was the question was asked. I'm not just, this is.
And after 7 years, your takeaway is that people are still mean here?
When people find out I play for the Ravens, there's a dramatic change in how I'm treated. For example, I just was in Chipotle. The lady was rushing me to the limit I've never seen before. I come back in because I missed a bowl. I forgot a bowl. She gave me a bowl for free once, and then I took a picture with her. Literally getting rushed. Come on. Yeah, I'm like, oh my, I messed up. I didn't mess up the orders because I'm over here just trying to go at the speed of lightning. So the adjustment, that's probably the adjustment.
Okay.
So,
I didn't know. I didn't know you felt that way.
I mean, that's the difference. Alabama is a lot slower.
Southern hospitality.
I
understand.
Slower,
okay.
Southerner. Okay. It's all that. Little sprinkle of racism here and there. Don't deal with that as much here. I mean, but that's probably the biggest difference.
Okay. Simply AS said, "What's your favorite pregame fit of all time? How long did it take you to put it together?" Bonus question. Who's the worst dressed on the team?
I would say I used to put way more time in a pregame. I used to FaceTime a friend and I would just make a mess everywhere. And now I've gotten older. Now I don't really care.
Yeah.
So it's
So what's your favorite fit?
I definitely can't say I have a favorite, but I really rocked with the rain jacket I wore in Seattle. Blue polka dot. I don't know where that jacket is. It's crazy how much you buy clothes, just lose them, never to be seen again. Blue polka dot.
Not the custom suits? I feel like that's your favorite thing.
Yeah, see, I've turned into a man now. Now it's suits. It's
No
suits.
rain jackets.
We keep it simple on away games, home games. You wear sweats. What I mean? When it's away, it's a business trip. When you're home, it's just work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Business trip, work.
Got
business
it.
trip, work.
All right, you got some work the next few weeks. Who's worst dressed on the team right now?
Well, one guy's on the P squad, so I'm not gonna say him. That's not right.
I feel like that's actually like discriminating against. Like you make him feel not part of the team.
No,
by not including him.
Because he's a nice guy. Not gonna say him. I would say.
By the way, there's like 8 players on the practice squad.
I know. Well, there's a lot of nice guys too, so it'd be hard to tell. I'll tell you who's up their game is Roe. He got his little stylist, designer, whoever. He's spending some money now. He got $100 million. Now he's spending some money. PQ be trying. And he don't really be putting it on. But he don't be doing too much, so you can't say him. I'm struggling here.
Okay. All right. Then it's a well-dressed team. We'll leave it at that. Yes. All right, next question. Cole Jackson said, you've had the opportunity to play alongside B. Steve the last few years. What's been the biggest step in his development that's thrusted him into a starting position? For those who don't know, Brandon Stevens was a running back in college. So to go from running back to starting corner, pretty impressive. But you've been there that whole time. What's been the biggest step in his development that you've noticed?
Very basic answer, but probably I would say consistency. And as far as what he does like pre-practice, post-practice, before games, meditation. I see him doing post-practice stretching, all pretty much solo. And then like just consistent in his like performance. I would say like everyone, it wasn't always, the weird thing about football is like you can do good stuff in practice and it not always show up in the game. And he kind of just stuck with that. I felt like that was kind of maybe this summer. His first year or so, I think we were moving him around a lot. Maybe same with the second year, and then it just slowly but surely, he just consistently doing things, and then it just all clicked this past training camp. I honestly thought he'd been playing at a Pro Bowl level this year. He didn't have he's obviously not the most known guy, but he has been super consistent. He's up until the last game, he was the only player that in our entire secondary that played the same position all season.
Yeah,
that didn't really miss a game. So he was just consistency. It really paid off. It's been really good to see what the coaches and players already kind of felt about him really just shine this year. So it's been a really good year for him.
Nice. All right. A lot of questions about Mike MacDonald, obviously.
Mother freaking MacDonald.
This one's actually from Dan Orlovsky.
Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah. You know him?
Me and my boy, we was out there in Vegas.
Yeah.
On that golf at the Pro Bowl games. Bah. Yeah, I hit that thing about 300 yards.
You did?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Dan's
downhill.
actually, no, you didn't.
It was downhill.
Uh-huh.
The longest drive.
No. At Topgolf or?
No. We were in.
You did not drive the ball 300.
Dude, it was downhill. I smacked Dan with the guy.
All right, we'll ask them. We'll ask them. He's actually calling the game on ABC, ESPN.
He calls games?
No, but he has from time to time, but he's doing this one, which is pretty cool. But yeah, his question was, what makes Mike MacDonald great?
He's kind of obsessive. He's watching film up until the last minute. He always goes in the back near the shower. Like, you go wherever away game you're at. Now, I don't know what he does at home. Like, I obviously don't see him at the home games. And I mainly know this because this is probably too much information, but we played Arizona. I was having a little bit of bowel problems. Yeah. So I just had to keep going back and forth to the bathroom area. And I've always just noticed he's always just laying on the ground, watching film up until like the last moment he can watch film. And he's just very obsessive. And during the week, he's obsessive. It's not necessarily, I understand it's just coaching. Sometimes, you'd be like, but then it works out. You know what I mean? Like, even during a walkthrough.
Yeah.
Like, it's to the detail. He's like, that didn't, are you, like, he'll tell you something like, hey, you're going to come out, you're going to stay with that, right? I was like, oh yeah, I was there. He was like, well, it kind of looked like you. I was like, okay, I got you. Like he'll say something to me and I won't even know what he's talking about until I go watch it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I was just doing this. So he's very, he's just so detailedly, I would say all good coaches are probably very detailed.
Yeah.
But not all are detailed to the T of obsessive. And I think that's what makes him really good.
He's not that good. He shouldn't get head coaching job. That's how I feel.
There's a lot of head coaches.
Flowing off that, Spencer asked, before Mike's system, you were that press man corner, and now you're playing in a more varied coverage scheme. What's that been like? And like, what's the most fun part about that change for you?
It's definitely a little different. We used to basically live in man coverage. Yeah, we used to literally like live in man coverage. Now we just change up a lot more. There's a lot, I would say a lot less air. It's probably the biggest, that's the best way to say it. I would say there's just a lot less air in between just different things as far as matches and coverages. And
does that mean like, with Wink, it was just all out blitz, man to man. And you're saying there was more room for air.
It seemed like with Wink, there was a little bit more, we made a lot more plays doing kind of somewhat the wrong thing. I would say, like, sometimes just guys just did some stuff that wasn't really, it was outside of the call and just kind of did things that weren't always, it's like kind of this while Mike's got it just a little more angles.
Yeah.
So, that made sense in my head. Probably didn't make sense at all.
Nah, all right, I don't play football anymore, but it sounds like you're saying
What position were you?
running back.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
You
Keaton
told that
went
rock.
down. You think I didn't get a call?
EDC do be looking. He be on
He'd
it.
be bottom of the barrel.
He be on it.
I only played in 8th grade, so not a ton.
You only
of
played
tape.
1 year?
Yeah. I was a soccer player. Look at me.
Why did you randomly
I wanted to try it out. First career carry, 10 yards. And then I finished the season like 6 carries, negative 18 yards. Yeah. That's why I only played 1 year. Yeah, do that math.
I got benched 8th grade, so
Hey, me, you, MJ. It's just what it takes to be great. Kevin Oestricher, which player coach on the team would you be happiest for when you guys win the Super Bowl?
man, that's a hard question. Oh man, I'd be happy for all my guys. Freak. All right, I would. This is a open-ended question because you don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Sure.
But probably whatever dudes are leaving,
Mm.
which could be a lot of dudes, but mainly the guys that got drafted to Baltimore and are leaving. So I think there's a lot of guys that are under contract but the guys that I saw as an old guy and that are just bouncing.
Yeah.
So
Because then they get to win the Super Bowl with you and get their bag, right?
and get their bag. So
Yeah.
the Gino, PQ, Matta Beeks, all people in that draft class are
Okay.
probably up. Yeah, that was 4 years. So they're that draft class. Because I'm an old guy, man. I see my guys get drafted, man. COVID babies. COVID babies.
Yeah.
Literally seen those guys get drafted, man.
Do you think you'll be happy?
Yeah. Rick, man. I came into this league with 2 goals, a Pro Bowl and a Super Bowl. And I just got an All-Pro with it. You know what I mean? I ain't know NFL, so I didn't even know really All-Pro even was a thing. I didn't really know what that was. So, you know what I'm saying? I completed the trio, high school, college, So that is definitely a dream. And I'm trying to beat my pops. That was the biggest thing. He got a Pro Bowl. He went to the Super Bowl. He got cooked. So... it'd be cool to get there and win.
Do you think they'd let you lift the Lombardi?
Instagram gonna see that Lombardi on the live. Yeah. But no, I probably won't get up on stage. They're probably not gonna let me on stage. But I'm gonna hold that Lombardi at some point, and that IG live gonna be crazy the next morning. Whew, boys be hung over. They might get mad at me then. Yeah, that'd be a crazy plane ride back. That'd be a crazy plane ride back the next day.
All right. Zach Bollinger said Roquan's mic'd up was hilarious, but who's the worst trash talker on the Ravens?
I don't know who's bad, but Kyle Hamilton is hilarious. When I heard him trash talking, he's just
Why? What'd he say?
he's just a very clever. He's very clever.
He's like putting puns in there.
He's
using the Notre Dame
literally
education.
said they didn't want you, so they went and drafted me.
That's a good line.
Oh my God, dude. It was so clever though. Like, it was so funny when he freaking said that. He was like, they didn't want you. That's why they came and drafted me. I was like, that was a freaking good one.
That's kind of like
That'll
what-
hurt someone's feelings.
That's like what you said. Like, who are you? But he's going to the next level there.
He went to the next level. He went
I know who you are.
He went to the next level because it was so deep of you were here, you got let go because they wanted me. And I'm just like, dang.
Oh, it was about an ex-Raven.
Yeah. Just not saying any names. And I was just like, dang, that girl was deep, but that girl was freaking like, it was kind of
All right. Well, you know the comment section will do
kind
the
of true. I
detective.
was just like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be thinking something that articulate to say. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, bro, like, it was kind of personal. That was
That's
actually
very
mean.
personal.
That was really mean, literally.
That's not like they don't know who you are. That's literally like,
Like, yeah.
here's what happened.
Yeah, here's what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? That gets you a sideline. Like, that ain't even true, bro. They wanted, I had, that's not true. Like, that was crazy.
All right, DaKid Gowie,
Oh, my boy.
our boy.
My boy.
He said, from the outside, there's been a lot of comparisons to the 2019 season, with Marlon being a leader. We've established that you're a leader of the team. From your perspective, what's the biggest similarity and the biggest difference between the two?
I know a lot of differences. I'm trying to think of similarities. Man, it's kind of a long time ago, 2019. It really doesn't seem that long ago.
All right, so what's the biggest difference, though?
we have a very mature team, I would say. Like a guy, like when a guy goes down now, it's like no one even bats an eye.
Yeah.
Like it whatever position it is, when like this has to happen, when the guy's not getting this ball as much, when a guy's not in the game plan on defense, the guy's not in the game plan on offense. It's like that's like the biggest thing is just, I would say the veteranness of the team. And it's not that there was like it wasn't like
I get what you're saying.
bad,
It's
but
just
like now it's like
a different level.
It's just a leveled up
So
level.
And maybe this will come over the next 2 weeks. I don't know if it's happened yet. Do you or have you guys talked about 19 as a learning experience, or there's so many new guys, everyone kind of knows what happened, but like it's just a different team?
Yeah, I think I've talked to some guys about it, but I think everyone's on a much different. I just remember I thought guys took too much time off, and I just thought we kind of came out and we were just a little like shocked, not shocked, but like when the Titans kind of hit us in the mouth early, it just seemed like we kind of froze up.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I like remember the game like, from my perspective. And we also were kind of like, even though we like it didn't seem like at the time, I felt like we were looking ahead to the Chiefs. I think we were supposed to play the Chiefs next, maybe. And so it just I think, and most guys with their own internal programs of what they need to do. Like when you get a vet day, or even when you're like hurt, just being more aware of things. But I don't think too many guys have really necessarily talked or thought about that year. But I don't think those type of things will really happen like again or anything like that.
My prediction when we look at it, I think 19 will probably be a good thing for 23 when we look back at it. But one day at a time.
Yeah. One day
at a time. Bobby Trosset said, "What's Kyle Hamilton's ceiling now that you've played with him for 2 years?"
Ceiling. Kyle Hamilton, he was all talk at first. EDC was acting like, there's this unicorn in the draft, blah, 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 blah. I wasn't doubting him. I was just like,
you want to see it.
Okay, and then when he gets here, I'm like, hey, look all right. Looks like he got some power in his break. Hips look good. Okay, skinny guy, cool. And then, like, put him at, moved him around. So I feel like it's his best skill set is just being able to play in the box, being able to play safety, being able to play here, covering guys. But me and guys talk about it sometimes, and it's kind of crazy. Like, the dude is 6'3". He has legit, like, I just talked to him about it today with one of the guys in the weight room with him. I was like, dude, you could actually put on the question that we had earlier in the year. If you could clone one player, if Kyle Hamilton put on like 20 pounds, he could legit play every single position.
Even you think he's that quick for corner? If
he literally covers guys there's no safety in the league that we put him in man coverage at nickel, and he covered guys all the time.
Yeah.
There's no safety that can do that. Yeah. You could say Derwin James maybe.
Nah.
But he's like just that. Big. He's big boy.
He's long.
It's a sight to see.
He's a good player.
He's a good player.
All right, last question from the guys is from Ingraven, and he said, "What makes this team so special?" So Odell said it's the best team he's ever been on. You have 3 kind of like funky losses: Miami, Pittsburgh, Indy, Cleveland. Bounce back from that, no problem. Against Miami, lose you, Kyle and B. Steve are out. Don't skip a beat. I think there's no denying that this is a very good team. What do you think it is?
We got really good depth. As boring as the answer that is, I think there's just really good depth, but I think there's just a lot of guys that just, are all on one accord. I mean, like, truly, it's actually harder than what people think for everybody to be on one accord. I mean, let's be real. If you asked, and this is just me speaking, if you asked any of our wide receiver guys, do you want more catches? Do you want more yards? They'd probably all say, like, Yeah.
Of course.
But you haven't seen any tantrums. You haven't seen any of this. You haven't really seen any of those, even defensive outbursts that happen on the side. You just haven't, it's just everyone's like, hey, there ain't been any pointing fingers. We're not taking shots at people in the media like one of those teams in the AFC North, It's been just all one accord to win. Even we go into the week, we're like, are we sure we want to play it? We sit with for the most part, in the cafeteria, you sit with the same people. So it's the same conversations. And the other day, Ro was of last week, he was like, y'all have the same conversation every week of us being like, should we play it like this or should we do it like this? About the game plan. It's we all just be like, well, the coach just said, let's do it like this. Even, last Saturday night, I'm texting the DBs yo, this is how we going to play it like this. So I think it's just everyone just trying to communicate, coaches trying to respect players, players trying to respect coaches. It's been a lot of good there, respect and relationships, I would say, that's just tried to work together. And it's worked well so far. So it's just
And you got Harb's dance moves, tying it all together.
Hey, Harb's, I think it was a Dougie type, I was rocking with it. I wanted to get more in there, but at that point, I was really on one leg, calf, it really, but I was, I don't know what that was. He didn't have the most rhythm, but he was in the moment. And that's what matters more, just being in the moment, letting it loose. I love that.
For the final time.
Oh. Guys, look, if you've been following Punchline here, I said Texas stinks. I said that.
You also said that Washington was mid-juice.
I also said Washington was mid-juice. So that just goes to show you that Texas is dumpster juice.
Actually, I think you called them dumpster juice.
Yeah, either way. But Analyst Humph here, the Tide lost. And as I look at it, what saddens me is this. I did text my coach and say, can Alabama beat Michigan? So I wasn't fully confident. But I did think they would win. Alabama would win. But what saddens me is this. Alabama really got spanked, if you really look at it. Punt drop.
Yep.
That got us momentum. Busted coverages galore. I feel like we had a couple penalties that should have been called against us. They really kind of spanked our tails if we're really being completely honest. They were special teams blunder with Michigan. And it just, Alabama, we didn't really do crap in that game. It could have been way worse, is what I'm basically saying. I feel like
actually the exact same thing as Texas. They muffed a punt, only reason it was close, and had a chance late, but got dominated.
Yeah, I feel like when looking back on it, Michigan, the McCarthy was making some horrible throws. Guys were open. We really got spanked. Jalen Milrose, he was who I thought he was.
And you're turning on your guy like that?
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Jalen, I'm sorry. I don't know if you sent the shirt, who sent the shirt. I go to my mail at the facility and I see a shirt that says Lank with the Alabama A. I'm like, what freaking program is this? This ain't an Alabama shirt. What the crap is this? So I give it to my mom. I'm like, Mom, get rid of this. I don't know what this bull crap is. Then I'm watching ESPN and let a naysayer know, Jalen, you balled this year. But that's trash. So what let a naysayer know? Are you singing a folktale? Who says naysayer? Maybe it's cool. Maybe I'm hating. I could be hating. Maybe I'm still mad from the loss. Maybe I'm still mad from the loss. I don't know why I got a shirt, but let a naysayer know. Anyway, Bama got spanked, even though we lost in the last second. What was up with that play call?
So from what I saw, it was an RPO. They had the back running out in the flat, and then
he was open.
It was a low snap, and so he kind of didn't have a choice but to run. That's what I've.
He
gotten.
made the decision so freaking fast.
It happens quickly. He dropped run the timing
then
of an
the
RPO.
when Alabama was about to start clicking, and this is completely not dealing with the last play. Then the center wants to keep snapping on the ground. I thought that drive is what really got us out of funk. And it's just, long story short, I don't even know who's going to win out of Washington and daggum
Michigan.
But I do think Michigan.
You got to make your official prediction.
What's the line?
Michigan minus 2.5, 4, minus 4. And for the 100th time, Washington's going to be doubted. And I don't think they're the better team because I was at the Sugar Bowl.
Michigan's got DBs.
Yeah.
From what I saw, I didn't watch much of that game, but it looks like Washington throws that thing up.
Crazy.
Michigan, 31. Washington, 17.
Woo. Okay.
Big boy. Hey. Do you have a mortgage on your home? Do you? I want to know, do you, if, yes, you listening or looking at me, if you have a mortgage on your home, hopefully you don't. Hopefully you paid cash.
Paid it all.
If you paid cash, take a mortgage out. If your home is worth $100,000, take a $80,000 mortgage out. Put it all on Michigan. 4. If you already got a mortgage, take out a second mortgage. Put it on Michigan money line, which ain't gonna get you that much, I don't think.
Get you enough.
Get you enough to put that thing back in there and got a little cheese. And if you really feeling frisky, alternate 7, Michigan 7. I'm telling you, believe that. If it don't hit, I'll pay you back. Through snapback, pay you back. Snapback, punchline, we'll pay you back. We're going to figure it out.
Disclaimer, do not gamble your life away. Marlon is joking. That is satire. He is kidding. In 2024, our goal is, one of our resolutions is to make well of the past. Like if you had any beef with anyone, put that aside. We're looking in the future. So today, we are trying Saucy, your boys, sauce wings.
Bro, this is...
I didn't realize they're boneless.
Wait, it's just he just has the sauce.
Yeah, it's just the sauce. Wait, you got boneless? You want to talk about not being a man? That's chicken nuggets, but that's besides.
I didn't want
fun.
people's fingers to get.
This is his sauce.
All right, so Sauce Gardner's.
What is his sauce supposed to be? It's just called sauce.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Smell it. Give it a smell and
It's
let
called
us.
sauce.
A little spicy, huh?
And this is Marlon's official apology to Sauce for unintentionally crapping on him early in the year. Sauce, you're welcome on the pod whenever you want. There's no beef, just chicken.
Let's say he's number 1 corner. Number 2.
Yeah, literally said he was top 3. But now, as a food critic, as you are, you can't be soft on Sauce. You got to give the honest review. To be fair, these also were purchased like hours ago. They have been sitting out. They're reheated, but you're just give us the sauce.
A little tang. Almost barbecue-y tang. Ooh. A tad bit of spice. Hold on.
I think they're actually pretty spicy. Not inedible, but
a tad bit of spice. I mean, it's not bad. I feel like I've tasted this before, though.
I think you've probably tasted the base flavor, right? But the spice is what I think the sauce is.
Subtle spice, kind of like sausage coverage. Yeah. Sauce. Boom. It's good. It's basically a sweet heat barbecue.
A little Asian, I almost feel.
There's a little Asian zing in there.
Yeah.
A little Asian zing in there. It's an Asian zing hot barbecue mix.
Yeah.
No, but that's exactly what it is. It's like a sweet barbecue with heat added to it.
Yeah. No, but there is an Asian.
I do think there's an Asian zing in there.
Out of 10.
Yeah, what is it out of 10?
I feel like it's gotta at least be a.
No, don't go soft.
I thought we're turning over a new leaf. I would say it's a 9.8.
No, get out of here.
This sauce is banging. Also a little hungry.
Me too.
It's a solid 8.4.
You would order it.
I've had a 15-piece. I can separate it in 3.
Mm-hmm. That's one of your 5s.
Probably not, but it's good. It's
Really?
8.4.
Okay. What are the 3? What are the
flavors
3?
over an 8.4 in your repertoire?
So, my favorite sauce of all time for wings. Mango habanero.
Okay.
From Buffalo Wild Wings. Very hot. But mango habanero. Second, a hot lemon pepper.
Mm-hmm.
And then third is probably just a dry lemon pepper.
Big lemon pepper, huh?
Dry and or wet lemon pepper. And then saucy.
So you're getting a 20-piece. And sauces, he gets in there. He's like a Pro Bowl replacement this year.
That's Kyle Hamilton's favorite flavor. Did you see his Instagram ad?
Oh, yeah. Did you see him and Van Noy did a wing?
Yeah, did everyone do a wing thing? I feel like I saw multiple people post something with them delivering food to people's house.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a Kyle and Kyle collab.
Sauce, 8 point, whatever I said.
8.4. All right. That is that. We'll be back next week.
If you guys could, I don't think he'll see it. Comment on Odell Beckham Jr.'s Instagram page, maybe. It's kind of been ducking me a little bit, but not really. I ducked him only once. He's ducked me like at least 7, 8 times.
Yeah. Well, I told the people that Odell's coming on. So
Even in Jacksonville, I got to one of my lowest moments.
he ducked you?
I ended up getting on the elevator. Guess who else was on the elevator? Miss Beckham. I said, your son. And I'm really he won't come on my podcast.
Yeah.
So I got to, I'm at desperation.
You went to mom.
Yeah, I'm at desperation levels now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at
All right.
to
So
my Dukes.
Twitter, Instagram. What do you think Odell's reading more of? I feel like he's got
IG is more active.
All right, let's go IG.
Yeah, let's go IG.
Comment on Odell's Instagram. Come on, Punchline Pod 44. Tag us. We'll throw you a like.
Please do.
And maybe he'll be on next app.
Next up. I like it. We're going into 23. First guest. Oh my God.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
20.
And yeah, you could put away your past beef with Sauce, your past beef with Odell.
23 is a good number though.
I know. 24 is Kobe though.
I don't know about 24.
R.I.P. Kobe.
It was a sad day to tell someone that Kobe Bryant died.
Yeah.
Because people were looking at me like I did it. I was at the Pro Bowl. I'm like, guys, like Kobe died. They're like, what? I'm like,
Right, they're mad at you.
like everyone's locked in for the game. I'm over like, yo, guys, Kobe died. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, like TMZ said it. So like it's kind of true.
Yeah.
They were like, what? Then it was sad. But
That's
RP
okay.
Kobe, 24. Yeah, Kobe year.
The Jadeveon Clowney year.
JD year.
The JD year. All right, fam, make sure you hit subscribe. If Mama Beckham lets him come on, maybe Odell will be here next week. Enjoy the game against Pittsburgh. Until then, much love. Peace.